Super excited to bring this video to you today. Oh my goodness, so much newness. Hang tight everybody. New to Australia, brand new Sephora haul. Can't wait to show you what I've got. Hi everybody, it's Rachel from Sage Beauty. How are you today? I hope you're well. I've literally just unboxed my brand new Sephora order, and to say I'm excited is like an understatement of the year. Anyway, I've done my brows, I've got some sunscreen on, that's all. And no primer today because I'm going to be trying out, oh my gosh, first impression of a new foundation, can't wait. But first, I'm going to apply Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer in shade P2. Now I'm going to use this as a color corrector, that's what I bought it for. So there's the beautiful packaging and there's the doe foot. All right, we're just going to go in here with it. Yes, it's peachy. I'm going to take it onto my lids. I'm not going to use my usual eye primer today because I'm trying to test this out for color correction purposes. Okay, all right, I'll just get my brush to buff that. Okay, we're just going to buff that across the eyelid. So, you know, I normally, before I apply eyeshadows, I always use an eye primer. And I typically use MAC Paint Pot. Now that went a long way, didn't it? And yes, it definitely brightened. I used too much. So there's a tip for you. You don't need a lot. But as I also said, I'm using it as a color corrector today and in place of an eye primer. And I'm expecting the performance to be high, as I expect from Natasha Denona's brand generally. The performance and the quality, I've not known anything I've ever used of hers to be low quality. Okay, there, that's on. Are we creasing? No, but I've literally just put it on, haven't I? Okay, let's proceed. I've featured this palette before. It's one of my favorites. It's her somewhat new Yucca palette. I'm just going to apply this and I'll speed up the footage because I've already shown you this palette before. So hang tight. So even though I said I'm going to speed up the footage of that, that really was very quick. It was like 3.5 minutes it took me to do that eye look. That is the performance of her eyeshadows there on display for you over her concealer with no setting powder. So blended, not perfectly, I know, but not bad for a 3-minute job. I'm going to go in with this amazing eye pencil, which is the companion shade to that yellow shade in the palette. It's called Fishu. So I'm going to tightline my lower waterline with this because yellow and blue eyes is just a great combo. Yeah. Now my first impression of this eyeliner, it's not as creamy as I was expecting it to be actually. It is, and you can see the pigment starting to really come out there. But it's certainly not grabby. Let's bring it in a little bit closer. Well, that's pretty, I think. Let's just do a bit of a wraparound effect here. I must say it's more subtle than I was expecting. I was expecting it to be Shazam. But that's not really that bad, is it? Because sometimes we don't want coloured eyeliner to take over our lives. Ha ha ha. So no creasing so far with the concealer either. Okay, I'm just going to put some mascara on. Now because I've just bought the full size of the Hella Thick mascara from Fenty, but I'm still using up this mini. And I try not to have too many mascaras open at the same time. I think you'd understand why. Because, you know, they dry out, they go off. They get exposed to the air and then they start to degrade. Actually, sometimes the mascara gets better once it's exposed to the air if it's brand new. But just for the sake of this video, I'm going to keep using the one I've already got open. I don't know why I'm rushing. There is absolutely no reason. I know why, because I'm so excited to be using this stuff. I'm going to have to go back in with that eyeliner in a second. I'm really, this mascara is great for me. I just touched up that eyeliner because I blinked and got mascara on the lower waterline, and I've wrapped it around a little bit further under the lower lash line. I'm not putting mascara on the lower lashes. I might later, let's see. Okay, moving on now. This is the Fenty Beauty Ease Drop and Blur Stick, brand new to Australia. Pretty packaging. Now, I know I did a video on the Ease Drop Tint foundation. I tried every which way to get it to work for me and it just was not for me. So I'm extremely excited to try this. Now let's see how much product we have. Well, it's not an enormous amount unless there's more down in there that I can't see. Yes, there is. It goes all the way down to there. This is shade number 7. Now I'm hoping that this is correct for me. I've just got my Refa brush here. So I was shade 7 in the Ease Drop tint. So I figured I'd be the same in this. Now there's no primer on my face, just sunscreen. Now the problem with the other product, with the liquid version, was that it grabbed onto, gave me pinpricks. Like it sort of filled up the pores and then left white dots everywhere. And then I read that it's not really that suitable for dry skin. Great. So anyway, my daughter was very happy to receive a virtually brand new, virtually unused bottle of Fenty. And I've been hanging out, and I mean checking the Sephora app almost on a nightly basis to see when this was becoming available. Oh wow, that's nice. That is, I don't know, kind of glowy. Is it meant to be? But that's the trend in skin, isn't it? That glowiness. And coming into summer, I'm not mad about that. Now, coverage. I don't think you're going to get full coverage, which is unusual for a foundation stick, but on trend with how foundations are being made and marketed these days. Fenty is, you know, often a trend setter. Okay, well that's sort of like, I don't know how many layers I'd call that. 2 layers maybe. And, oh, my Refa brush is shedding hairs. That's not great. Just trying to cover up the redness a little bit more, but you know, natural finish for a dry skin. Shade's okay, possibly a little yellow, but I'm happy so far. It's no pinpricks. My nose looks all right. That's always reddest and around there too. All right, very exciting. So there's the details of the product there. See if that focuses in enough for you. I've got a feeling this might be a refillable cartridge too. Right, let's touch the skin now. There's a slight tackiness there, but it's a very natural skin finish, as you can see. I'm just going to leave it for a few minutes and then see what's happening after that, because I'm going to put the other shade of concealer on under here. Okay, it's settling well. Let's have a close-up. There's a little bit of grabbing there, isn't there? Better on this side. No pinpricks. That's good. Okay, I haven't put any powder on or anything yet because I'm going to do the other concealer. This is the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer. Beautiful packaging. This sort of, I don't know, it's like a matte, satin matte top to it in N3. So I'm going to put that there, 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 a little bit there, a bit here. I wouldn't say, it's got the ever so slight freshness about it, but not, I wouldn't say it was fragranced per se. Right, okay. Let's see how this goes. On my double-ended brush. What sort of coverage are we getting? So the foundation, I would say light to buildable medium, which is, to me, intriguing foundation sticks are usually, well, not straight in full coverage, but they're certainly buildable to full. Okay, yeah, this is a good shade for me. Now, I put quite a lot on, didn't I? So am I getting full coverage? It's looking close. Medium. I'm not even sure what it claims to be. I've seen people saying that it's really, really good. It's their favourite of the year. Generally, you know, YouTubers and social media people that I tend to trust a bit more. They're not just trying to sell stuff all the time, if you get what I mean. Oh, that's nice. That is a good skin finish for me. Mature skin folks, this is good. This is good. All right, I'm going to powder now. I'm just going to use a powder that I know and trust, which is the Huda Beauty loose powder in Cherry Blossom. So I've concealed and powdered, and I'm going back in with some more mascara, and I'm doing the lower lash line now. I have very insignificant lower lash line lashes, and this, is it the blackness of it? I think it's because it makes them look so thick. I really sort of like that 1960s doe eye effect that I can get with this mascara on my lower lashes. A lot of mascaras I don't even bother with putting on my lower lash line because they are so untidy. Somehow this wand or this formula makes my lower lashes, first of all, look like there's something really there, and tidy, when in fact they just go every which way. Might not be everyone's preference to have that sort of doe eye effect, but I really like it. Now, what's happening with that eyeliner? It's hanging in there, but it's not fabulous, I must say. I'm a little disappointed with it. But this concealer, it's like, I know I put the powder on, but it's velvet. And there's no creasing. Now that's amazing, because I've almost given up on concealers. Like, I often go without it because, and you would have seen that in my videos, I often don't even use it because I'm just let down by the creasing all the time. What is that on my face? Let's have a close up. Well, this is a first impression. The concealer is really coming out on top, I've got to say. That's exciting for me. The foundation, I like it. Do I love it? Not yet. But then again, it's only the very first time that it's gone on my face. Okay, I'm just going to finish up my makeup. So here's the final look. I just put some liquid lip on, the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte in Perfectionist. Great formula. And some blush and bronzer from Mellow Cosmetics just to finish off. That's what I did in the meantime. All I did in the meantime. Well, let's have another look, shall we? Are we creasing yet? Yes. There it is. Inevitable. Inevitable. But I'm not mad about it because I expect it to happen, and it did. And it's not nearly as creasy, like down here, it's a little bit there, as I normally experience. Like usually there's just creases everywhere showing by now. And there's really only those couple of very fine ones in there. The shark bites, they're not too bad either. Now the eyeliner, that's probably the disappointment for me so far. I've got two other shades in that line from Natasha Denona waitlisted at Sephora, waiting for them to come back in stock. So I'm now wondering whether I will do that. But they are, you know, one of them is the Camu shade, which is that beautiful neon. That one there. I'm going to put some of that on the inner corner. This is a neon matte. It's extraordinary. Don't normally put mattes on with my finger, but look at the brightening effect of that. Isn't that just amazing? So if I went hard in with a brush, it would look very vivid, but just with my finger like that, I can control it quite a lot better. And that minimizes that creasing effect in the shark bites. Shark bites are what I mean by that are the vertical lines there in the inner corner. So the mascara I already know to be great, and the sort of formula that I like: thickness, doe-eyed, volume, lifting, yeah, and perhaps even a bit of lengthening. I don't know how that's possible, but anyway. The foundation I'm so far happy with, compared to how unhappy I was with the blurred drops, the Ease blurred drops. This is so much better for me, and I would suggest for other mature skin people out there. And the concealer, though, I think is the number one thing. So it created a beautiful base for my eyeshadow, which I already know and trust the formula of. And there's only just the tiniest bit of creasing there. So the brightness came through with that more peachy shade, and the nude shade, the one that matches my skin. But I wanted a medium coverage more every day for me, and I think the Natasha Denona might be the ticket. So that's really great. So they are my final thoughts on this first impression, literally first wear. The box is sitting, like the Sephora box is sitting right next to me with all the, outer packaging of these things. So how will it wear? Let's find out. I will keep you updated on that, and I will give you an update by the end of today to see how we look. Have a great afternoon, and I will talk to you again later. So here's my makeup at the 6 hour mark. I have had to go in and press out the creases of the concealer here in the 11s and the under eye and a little bit around here. And obviously I put another layer of lipstick on after I, you know, had something to eat and drink. But the eyeliner is holding up better than I expected. And the foundation still feels really soft and fresh, and it's really impressed me actually at how natural the finish is, and yet how you know, wearable it is. I thought maybe I'd got the wrong shade at first, but I think it was just the light. I had my lights set a bit too high. So this is natural light that I'm showing you here. So this is my check-in to show you how my skin's looking, 6-hour mark. Yeah, so I'm really quite happy. I'm actually feeling better about the eyeliner now than I was earlier. And the foundation is, I'm actually feeling better at that too. So when I first thought the concealer was the winner, it's sort of the other products are stepping up now too. So that's really good. A little bit of shine coming through there, but I don't care. Anyway, okay, that'll probably do. I don't think I'm going to do another check-in. I think 6 hours is long enough to see if something's working or not. I'm not seeing any wear around my mouth or my nose, which I normally do. So that will do, I think. I hope that's enough of a first impression. I really want to get this video uploaded. Okay then, have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will talk to you again soon. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe as well. And if you like this sort of video, hang around and watch some more. I've got loads of them. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.